Hey everybody, it's Converse King back with another shoe review, and today's shoe is the Jack Purcell tennis shoe, originally designed for Jack Purcell, a Canadian tennis player in the 1930s. The shoe is basically its own brand. I mean, it was its own brand for a long, long time until the 1970s when Converse bought Jack Purcell, and they've held on to it ever since. Not a lot of detail to speak of. Um, Basically, it looks like a Chuck Taylor, but the key difference is this white part going over the toe cap, which actually ends right here, but there's this extra bit, which is a really interesting addition to the shoe. And obviously, the Jack Purcell and the Chuck Taylor are not actually the same thing, but the Jack Purcell kind of ripped off the Chuck Taylor. But Converse really didn't care because they ended up buying the company out anyway. This one is made of wool, whereas the uh, Jack Purcell is mainly made out of canvas or cotton in the upper, uh, not unlike Chuck Taylor, but the Chuck Taylor is usually canvas. But this is wool-rich wool, which is wool that's made in the United States. Very warm. I've been wearing them off and on throughout the fall. Very comfortable shoe. In fact, I would say this shoe is more comfortable than the Chuck Taylor. And I didn't find that out until recently, but I still wear both. I still have a place in my heart for both of these shoes. But I'm just recently getting into these, and I have 3 pairs. Um, so yeah, there's not a lot of detail to speak of, but it's definitely not the same thing as a Chuck Taylor because the sole is a completely different design. Uh, it may look like there's no traction on it, but there is traction on it. And yes, these are dirty because they've been worn, but there's plenty of traction on the bottom. They're meant for play on the tennis court, but you can wear them anywhere. This one in particular looks pretty classy because it's all black up here and it's white down here, and they call this part a smile, is black. It's a very nice shoe. Very comfy indeed. Um, but there's a few different variations on the shoe, and there's another variation I will show you now. Which is the Jack Purcell Johnny high top, which is basically they took the original configuration of the shoe and they re-released it. And I think this might have been an original high top, but I think they might have added it. I can't be certain. But a few differences from the uh, Jack Purcell we all know is it has this reinforcing bar that goes over the middle, holds your foot in place, locked down, I guess, for intense games of tennis. That probably sounded a little patronizing, but I don't watch tennis, and I don't think anyone who will watch this video watches tennis either. But the sole's a little different. But this is also a really nice shoe. This one is also wool, but the Jack Purcell Johnny, as this is called, is also available in canvas. The canvas one is white. I tried that one on. I didn't really like it. And they have it in blue, so I ended up getting the blue. It's a very nice fall shoe because it, like I said, it does have wool. Definitely a shoe you should check out if you're into Converse, but you were never into the Jack Purcell because maybe you didn't like the toe because it has this extra bit on the toe cap. But that's really no reason not to get involved with the shoe. Very comfy, even more comfy than Chuck's. Something you should check out. That's basically all there is to say about the shoe. So this review is obviously over, and I will see you next time. Peace.